Okay, everyone, I am back with another video. Again, I am continuing my DIY do-it-yourself project. I am creating a full-size bed frame. And as you can see, I've cut several pieces here. I've got the 12-inch 2x4s there for the legs. I've got 75-inch side pieces. And then I've got several, I think it's 54-inch pieces. So these will be the width. These will be connecting the sides, two pieces to connect the sides, and then the slats. And then these 1.5-inch boards will be used for holding the slats. So these will be adhered to the sides, and then they will be used to hold the slats. So the slats will be screwed into them. So you'll get to see how that comes out. Also, I'm using construction screws. These are a little pricey. They're about $9 for, what is this, how many? But I bought these from Home Depot. I don't see the quantity on there. I think it's probably about 100. But they're very effective, especially for large jobs where you're handling heavy wood. These are T-Star multi-purpose construction screws. And I found myself as a woman doing construction or wood projects, it's better to use a good screw, especially when you're maneuvering and trying to adhere heavy pieces. You want a screw that's going to be effective and not take a lot to, not a lot of muscle to try to, hold your pieces together. So these screws are really effective. They go into the wood pretty easy. And if you make a mistake, they're pretty easy to remove. So I'd highly recommend these for any job. I'm using the 2.5, and then I have some 3.5 and 4-inch ones as well. So like I said, they're a little bit pricey, but they're well worth it. So what I'm going to be doing next is adhering the sides to the legs, and then we'll take another video. I'll show you how I did that. I won't show you the whole process, but I'll show you the finished look, and I'll try to walk through the process that I used to join the pieces together, and hopefully it turns out pretty good. Again, this is for a full-size bed frame, and I will be back. Thank you. Okay, so excuse the lighting. I'm using some natural light because it's such a gorgeous day, and I'm working out of my garage. So I've got everything set up on these 4 trays. They're actually perfect. I don't have the sawhorse, because I just do this, for small in-home projects. So I don't have all the equipment I could have, but it works for me. And so I have assembled basically the frame without the slats, and I just need to cut this to go here where they'll go here where the slats will rest. So I want to show you actually how I assembled the leg. So basically I have my T-Star screws, and I have 2 screws going into the leg up top. Okay, and the positioning is important because I've got all of these 3 pieces intertwined. So then I've got 2 screws going into the leg, 1 screw going into the 54-inch 2x4, and then over here down at the bottom I've got the 2 construction T-Star screws going into the leg, and I think that's it. Yeah, just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so everything is kind of joined together, so it should be pretty strong. Now the instructions that I found on Pinterest did not call for a middle support 2x4, but I think I'm going to add one just because I think it'll just make more sense just to have something here in the middle to support, just like going straight across. So yeah, this is where I am so far, and we'll see how the final product turns out. Excuse my messy garage. It is just turning spring here in Michigan, so we are recovering from winter and everything is just everywhere. So here we go. Okay, so all the legs have been assembled. So it's the 1x2, the 1x2s that will hold the slats, symbol on each side. Those were cut to 64 inches, 64 and a half inches. And they fit perfectly on each side. And then I added the middle board for extra support. So for a DIY, for women's DIY, a little trick I use, sometimes I'll use my trusty tables, but I also will use stacks of old wood to help balance so that I can truly do it myself without the assistance of somebody else. And you know, because sometimes it's difficult to assemble wood by yourself, so it's little tricks here and there will help. So now the next step, I'm going to add the 6 slats and then screw them into the 1x2s on the side. And we'll see how it looks. All right. So this is what it looks like with all of the slats built in. Let me back out just a little bit. Okay. All right. So like I said, oh, that's my son. That's who I'm building this for. Like I said, I added the middle, the 2x4 in the middle for extra support, and then I took away, I had 7 54-inch slats, and I took away one. It just seemed like overkill in this thing because I'm using 2x4s. It's going to be heavy enough. And I think 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus the 2 on the end are more than enough support. So I'm going to try that, and I like the way it looks. It looks good. So the next thing I'm going to do is test the mattress on top of it, and then we will sand and stain.